We can use Mac, Windows and Windows 8, Windows 7, everything. We have different operating systems for the same purpose. And why Linux? The first answer would be it is free and open source, and we need not pay a paisa for it. And second one is you can customize it. You can create your own Linux version. It might be something of a higher level. It might seem to be higher level, but programmers of Linux has made it easy to create your own distros for the same. And I would like to, and I have seen it in reality. And me and Rauteja, we have developed our own version of Linux. It is using a build tool known as Live Build. Use Live Build, you customize your Linux, you create your own distros, and use your operating system as your own thing. You need not buy something else from a Windows environment. Okay, let me discuss about a similar thing about the Windows or the Mac system. Mac has shared the same kernel of the Unix. Mac Apple products has taken the Linux kernel or the Unix kernel, he has taken it and he has improved graphical user interface over it, and he has created the operating system known as Mac. We are using MacBook Pro, Mac Air, Mac Lion, Mac Mountain Lion, whatever everything Mac Lion. But the Mac was developed using the Unix operating system, and it has deviated from the open source. It has made its own products. Now Mac operating system costs around a lot. When you develop an iPhone application, you develop an application from the Mac, you have to pay $100 for the Mac to register as a single application. For the second application, you have to register for $100 more. And I have seen it in the reality. Many developers pay $20 just for the Google to develop their Android applications and upload to the App Hub. You can develop your Android application or any application regarding to the operating system in Linux for free. There are programmers around the world who develop applications, who develop their the Linux versions for free. And the Linux versions go across as, Linux has different versions we can use. One is the Fedora version. There are different versions including the Debian. What we are concerned around is the Debian version, because Debian version allows users to create their own distros. And I would like to guys to test your knowledge in the Linux, how much you know about the Linux, right? Anyone can just name 2 or 3 flavors of Linux here, except those I have told right now. Told some things, right? Okay, from this row. Hello. My friends from the back. Anyone come from there? Just tell me anything you know about the Linux. Anything, any single thing you know about the Linux operating system. Anyone? Oh my God, I'm not a Hitler, right? I'm just here to share my knowledge with you, that's it. If you have something, just share with us. Everyone will be happy to hear that. Okay? Okay, I'll just tell it by myself. Anyone would like to volunteer? Or no, I guess? Just tell me anything.
Actually, it is the free operating. It is available in net, which is we can download it free, and we can modify the code, and we can modify the code, and we can use it as we like. But the Microsoft we can't do it. It is but Linux we can modify the code and we can use it according to.
Yes, she said what she said is correct, but I would like to give a small variation for that. You can buy a Microsoft code, but you cannot change it. And what is the we can just see a Microsoft code and Linux code at something at a higher concept. But what happens actually is Linux kernel is developed using C. The only C which is, it is not even the Objective-C and COCOMO models. It's just a basic C language with a high level of syntax. You learn C. You will be learning it in a greater depth tomorrow when you go to the industry. You are free to develop a kernel module for a Linux version. So Linux, obviously helps you to add on to some features to it. So you can write your own kernel module, you can write your own application, you can write your own package and add it to a Linux version. But when you go to Mac, even Mac will not allow you to do the same. You have to just use the Mac OS X Snow Leopard. You have to just use the Mac OS X Lion. You cannot add any feature to it. And even if you want to develop an application, you have the knowledge to do the same, you have to buy a license. There is no license for developing a Linux application. It might seem a little bit hard for you guys to just do programming in C right now. But what you are doing now is more than enough. I'm just saying it's more than enough. When you go to a single environment where you can figure it out by yourself, it would be greater than a single thing to do with the Linux versions. Okay, let's go to some basics of the Linux, how you will be using. My friend will be demonstrating the same things for you. And let's see a small concept. What are the competitors in the market? In the Indian market, what is the leading operating system? Microsoft, right? How many of you are buying it? Okay, let's see some corporate companies has to buy it. When they are developing products, they have to show their licenses. Okay, they'll buy it. Mac is a leading product in the European countries. European guys only buy Mac. It being useful for them. We just use Microsoft. We need not buy it. Globally, the markets show that Linux operating system has been evolving. There are large number of games and applications in the Linux platform, I mean the Mac platform. You can see games in the Mac. You can see games for Windows. There is even a company known as Games for Windows that develops the graphical user interface games for the Windows environment. Its trends show that Linux has been evolving with the time. You can see the Linux evolves with the time. You can see the Ubuntu operating system. How many of you guys know Ubuntu right now? At least know the name. You have seen it in your friend's PC or something. It shows. When we conducted the session 2 years ago, no one just raised their hand. No one just knows Ubuntu. Ubuntu is quite famous nowadays. It is a Linux version which is attracting so many users. The trends show that Linux is developing with the time. So I would like all of you guys to use the Linux for your development and everything. Okay, let's show some basic commands to create some directory. I would like to do what is, I would just create a simple directory. I would enter a directory and I would just come out of the directory. I would like to create some files using some editor known as gedit. So gedit is known as GNU's editor. GNU's own editor. It creates all facilities to open a file, read it and write some code to it. My friend will be doing it for you. Okay. What you are saying right now is known as a terminal. It's also known as a command prompt of the Linux. For Windows, you can have a single command prompt, but in the Linux environment, the flexibility is there are different command prompts for different style of programmers. If you are a programmer using the C program, you are good at C programming, you can use a C shell. If you are good at some other programming language, you can download some other shell and you can use the same thing. You can use the C shell for same thing. This, I guess it's not C shell. Okay. He is not. Once again, this dollar prompt indicates that he is not the super user of the system. Super user is nothing but the administrator of the system. We have the administrator of the system. Similarly, we call the super users who have privilege to use each and every resources. So you have your hard disk, you have your network resource, you might be connected to a good internet. Your super user has got every facility, every privilege to use your system. Let's just move on to super user mode. My friend will tell you how you will just convert yourself to a super user mode. Sudo su is the command which is typed to get into super user mode. He will enter the password for Aditya. The username for this system is Aditya. He will just enter the password. He has entered the password. Password will not be visible. It being the security requirements, you need not know how many words the password is. So now the guys who is seeing the password may try a brute force attack on it. He has entered the super user mode. So now root the user @ the host. This is something similar to our email address. kumar.santosh581@gmail.com. The gmail.com is the domain server and my name is the username over there. So similarly we have the usernames and domains for our own PC. When you are creating your own PC as SMTP server, you can use the same configuration here. Your email address will be inbuilt in it. So this is the user, home Aditya. The hash indicates that you are the super user of the system. You have got every other privilege to use the system as your own. So you can monitor all the resources and even you can see how many people are connected to your PC. Okay, now just what we'll be doing is we'll be creating a small directory over here. Directory is just a folder. We'll create a folder in a the textual mode. We'll be creating in our command prompt right now. Okay, type the command for creating a small directory. Oh. He has created a directory known as welcome. So currently we are just having some list of folders and another folder has been added to it, that is welcome. You will now just see the list of folders. The command to see the list of folders is ls. You can see all the folders which are available right now. These are all known as the files. These are not actually the folders, the white color things are files and these are all treated as folders itself. There are the difference between the files and the folders, right? Files doesn't contain folders. That is. You can open or search for the same folder here. Welcome. As you can see it here, we have created a new folder. We can check whether it's created or not. Right? Please enter the folder now. He has entered the folder. You can see the context path over here. This is known as the context path. We have the local users. When you are working in the Windows environment, we have local documents and settings. We have every user's account in the documents and settings. Similarly, in the Linux environment, every user has a home. So home indicates the user's home. From the user's home, all his folders will be saved in a context path. In an order, in a serialized order, all his files, all his folders, all his downloads, documents, pictures and everything will be stored in a context path. We have the root. You can see a small slash over here, backslash. You can just make it out. Clear.